The Special Weapons Dalek is one of the most iconic Dalek variants in the history of Doctor Who. Since its debut in Remembrance of the Daleks, this giant cannon on wheels has become one of the most prolific and popular non-standard Dalek designs among the fanbase. But as iconic as it is, this heavy weapons variant of the standard Dalek seems to come out of nowhere in Remembrance of the Daleks. What is the in-universe history of this behemoth Dalek warrior? According to some sources, the Special Weapons Dalek was originally a singular, unique Dalek unit, designed by Davros during the Dalek Civil War to give the Imperial Daleks a much-needed boost in their combat capabilities, dispensing with the standard Dalek eye stalk, gunstick and manipulator, and replacing them with a huge radiation-powered anti-Dalek cannon and omnidirectional vision. Unfortunately, in the process of designing the Special Weapons Dalek, Davros didn't put much thought into the actual survivability of the mutant itself. The giant cannon that the Special Weapons Dalek uses is highly effective, but also highly dangerous. Radiation is constantly leaking from the weapon, causing the Dalek creature inside to suffer horrendous mutations, which led to it being shunned and feared by other Daleks, who called it an abomination. Most Imperial Dalek squadron leaders refused to deploy Special Weapons Daleks, forcing Davros to intervene and directly order them to do so. During the Shoreditch incident, the Special Weapons Dalek was deployed on Davros' command to wipe out squadrons of Renegade Daleks. This Dalek led the final Imperial Dalek assault on the Renegade Dalek base, and recovered the Hand of Omega, though it was later destroyed when the Dalek mothership was blown up by the Hand of Omega at the conclusion of the Dalek Civil War. According to other accounts, the Special Weapons Daleks were a whole class of Dalek, created at some point before the Dalek Civil War, designed to serve the main Dalek Empire. Sporting a grey livery to match the Dalek warriors they fought alongside, the Special Weapons Daleks were designed to level cities. When moving street by street and exterminating the population wasn't efficient enough, the Special Weapons Daleks would be brought in to destroy cities, one block at a time. When the Dalek Civil War broke out, the Special Weapons Daleks initially sided with the main Dalek Empire, which Davros had now dubbed the Renegade Daleks, though at least one unit served the Imperials, either due to it defecting, or more likely as a result of Davros capturing it and altering it to make it obedient to him. Following the Dalek Civil War, the Dalek Prime's reunified Dalek faction continued to use Special Weapons Daleks. During their attack on the Library of Kar-Sharat, the invading Dalek forces brought a Special Weapons Dalek along with them to aid in clearing the forests. Due to their limited intelligence and propensity for mass destruction, most Special Weapons Daleks were monitored by a Minder Dalek, who directed the Special Weapons Dalek in combat and fed it tactical data. However, there are some reported instances of Special Weapons Daleks disregarding the orders of their Minders to go on killing sprees, and sometimes Minder Daleks would intentionally relinquish control of their Special Weapons Daleks if it seemed that a battle was tactically unwinnable, to ensure that maximum destruction was inflicted on the opposing side while standard Daleks made their retreat. Some sources suggest that the Dalek Prime had entire legions of Special Weapons Daleks in the lead up to the Time War, which were deployed as heavy assault units to break enemy lines. Despite being mostly mute, the Special Weapons Daleks were capable of speech, and many of them spoke in a deep, booming voice similar to that of a Supreme Dalek. When they spoke, the square-shaped windows on the top section would light up. The Dalek Empire had several variants of Special Weapons Dalek, including an airborne variant for combat in the skies, a torpedo variant for oceanic combat, a mining variant that combined aspects of the Berserker Dalek casing known as the Driller Dalek, and a particularly horrifying variant deployed during the Time War called the Temporal Weapons Daleks, whose oversized cannons were capable of erasing their victims from history. During the short-lived Restoration Empire, which existed in a divergent timeline created when the 10th Doctor meddled in the Dark Times during his brief reign as the Time Lord Victorious, former Special Weapons Dalek mutants were given more standard-looking Dalek casings sporting black and silver colours, and became the first Dalek Executioners, an aggressive Dalek rank that, despite the downfall of the Restoration Empire, persisted in the Prime timeline, appearing without their distinctive livery, instead identified by their rapid-fire Gatling gunsticks. Following the Time War, the resurrected Dalek Empire created by the New Dalek Paradigm made use of Special Weapons Daleks during their renewed attacks against the civilizations of the universe, and there were at least 2 Special Weapons Daleks present in the rebuilt Dalek city on Skaro. Oddly, despite not being Imperial Daleks, these 2 particular Special Weapons Daleks were adorned with Imperial Dalek livery, instead of the more modern Time War design. Perhaps Davros was feeling nostalgic in his old age? There was also a Special Weapons Dalek languishing in the Dalek Asylum, though it appeared to be catatonic and was destroyed when the asylum was blasted out of the sky by the Dalek Parliament. What do you think of the Special Weapons Dalek? Do you want to see this type of Dalek appear again in the future? What other iconic Dalek designs do you think should make an appearance in Doctor Who? Share your ideas in the comments below.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to
Dalek Bumps.